So a lot of you out there like to save money on grocery shopping. Discount markets here are pretty popular with long lines of people waiting to save some cash. Now, some of these grocery markets also sell their own beer, and I was wondering if that beer was actually worth the steep discount. So to help me answer that question, I have with me my esteemed colleague Christoph.
Servus.
And today we are gonna test all of the beers that we could buy from Lidl and find out if they're any good. I have to say my expectations are pretty low, so maybe instead of saying how good they are, if these beers are drinkable. But I mean, Christoph, you like to shop at Lidl, right?
I like to shop at Lidl now. It was a bit different back in the days when I lived in Germany because Aldi and Lidl had kind of the reputation to be a bit run down, like you don't want your friends seeing you coming out of a Lidl shopping there. But then over time the quality of the product actually improved and now almost everybody goes there. The people I know don't really buy the beer there because I'm from Munich, you get so many good beers there, so also for cheap, why would you get a Lidl beer?
Yeah.
Because you don't know what you really get. And now I live abroad and the choice is either Italian beer, which I'm also not too convinced of, or I go to Lidl, which is kind of like beside Aldi.
Yeah.
I mean, the German shop that you find here almost everywhere. So now it's worth it to find out, is the German beer from Lidl actually drinkable?
I think the way we should do this is we will rate the beers and then let's see how close our ratings are to what the internet thinks of these beers.
Great idea.
All right, Finkbräu is our first one here. It's 4.9 liter pill, sorry, 4.9% pills.
1 gallon. Yeah.
I don't know much about this brewery. If this is a real brewery, I don't really know. It's just a generic beer. So anyway, without any further ado, let's dive in. All right,
Large.
Prost. First, let's look at the color.
Yeah, it's pretty light. Like
It is.
light color. But
There's not a lot of color. It's kind of got that cheap beer smell to it.
does it?
Well, yeah, it smells like a little sweet. You know, so
Yeah.
like the beers, I know you can find this horrifying, but the beers in the US are usually brewed with like rice or like other things to make them sweeter. Yeah, like Budweiser.
Yeah, I know that from Spain. The most popular beer in Barcelona, at least, Estrella.
Yeah.
It's also rice.
Rice? Okay.
Yeah.
That's not just a US thing. Well, I feel slightly better. Europeans do it too.
But not German. I mean, it doesn't taste like much. Yeah, it has this a bit sweet, almost no bitterness, I would say.
And yeah, I don't know. I think it has a bit of a bitter aftertaste too. Kind of fades a little bit, but not terribly pleasant, to be honest.
But I think it's not too bad. It's drinkable. It's not good, but drinkable. You seem to like it.
I saw you were finished, I figured.
You gave me less.
Okay, next up we have a Perlenbacher.
Premium Pils. So we go from Pils to Premium Pils.
Now, Perlenbacher, that sounds very German. Does that mean something?
Well, Perlen, it's like pearls.
Okay.
Bacher. It could be like a very common last name of someone.
Oh yeah, this is an excited. That's a very excited beer. Oh, you've got some extra. You know, Germans, they like foam in their beer though.
Yeah, I see no difference to the other one. The premium must be in the taste.
This smells better, I think.
Not so much like cheap.
Yeah.
Fine.
I don't know. Maybe I have a little bit more hope for this. Well, Prost.
Prost. Now that I tasted it, actually I think I like the first one better.
Really? I was gonna say the opposite. I actually thought this is a bit smoother.
It is smoother, but it has even less taste.
Oh. But yeah, it doesn't have a good aftertaste. It's bitter, but not in like a good hoppy way. All right, looks like we have another Perlenbacher here. This time it is a cloudy Weissbier. So what exactly is a Weissbier?
Well, it's a beer that uses more yeast for the fermentation. So it has also more of that yeast taste that other beers don't have.
Okay.
And that also makes it more cloudy, I guess.
After that other Perlenbacher, I don't have a whole lot of hope. There, I'll top you up here. Oh, Oh, damn it.
What is that? Seems to be more difficult to pour, for sure.
I was gonna say, like, come on, man. All right, so that loses a point right off. It's hard to pour. Or maybe I'm just having a...
I think it was you, not the beer.
Well,
alrighty.
Straight off, what are you seeing here?
It's not as cloudy as I thought. For sure, it's more cloudy than the Pils.
Oh yeah, a lot more cloudy.
Yeah, usually you want to have that with a nice foam crown. And you use normally the wheat beer glass.
Yeah.
Like drinking that like you made me almost out of the bottle.
Oh,
it's a crime.
Yeah, that was a mistake.
So you need a good glass that brings also the taste.
Okay.
Much better.
So these are definitely not Weissbier glasses. Let's give this a smell. Yep.
You can smell that yeast.
To me it smells like bananas. Do you get that?
It's like fruity, yeah.
Yeah.
Some also taste a bit more like lemon, banana.
Is that why you serve like a lemon in there to accentuate the lemon flavors? You never heard of that?
Lemon?
Yeah, lemon.
Don't do a lemon with wheat
No
beer.
lemon in the wheat beer. Okay, let me know in the comments below if you guys have lemon in your wheat beer.
It's not a cocktail.
Yeah, you know, I'm pleasantly surprised by that one. Next up, we have a Steambrew Wheat Pale Ale.
That's art.
Pirate guy.
It's real art.
Yeah, this is a really interesting can. So I think this is supposed to be like a craft beer. I'll call it a craft beer knockoff.
I have to try to find that when I'm back in Germany because that's I've seen the first time here in Italy.
I mean, do you know how much this was?
€1.
Yeah, I think this was, I think I looked it up, it's actually 79 euro cents. I don't know how you say that, just 79 cents?
Just cents.
Cents, okay. Euros, not US dollar. And in the States, this would probably be, if you pick this up at a brewery, $6, $7, maybe even $8 a can. Whoa, look at that color.
Phone, yeah.
Look at that color.
Oh, wow. Even a bit more cloudy also.
A bit more cloudy, and we'll see. I think I have a little bit more foam on this one that's sticking around. Yep.
More hoppy, less banana.
Way more hoppy. Yeah, this is not like a, I mean, they call it a wheat ale, but it doesn't smell like that, the Weissbier at all. This smells like a pale ale IPA.
Yeah.
Should we see what it tastes like?
Yep.
All right. Yep. As I suspected, there's no hops flavor or really bitterness at all. It's all in the nose. They took a normal beer and just dialed back the flavor and the intensity quite a bit. Which, you know, for people who just don't care, they just want a beer, or, you know, maybe they don't drink beer and they want to buy beer for guests or something and they don't know what to buy. You know, buying these might not be such a bad idea because who wants to spend a lot of money on something you're not going to drink? But 79 cents for a can of wheat pale ale, and somebody served this at a party or a house, I wouldn't complain.
You don't have to tell them it's from Lidl.
You
cannot see it on the can, it's very hidden.
Now, the last beer we have today is another Perlenbacher. This is a Radler, which I hesitated putting this in the lineup because not everyone would consider this beer, but watchers of my German videos on my channel will know all about this. So can you explain a little bit more about what a Radler is?
Well, I would say it's not beer, but it has beer in it.
Okay.
Because you either order beer or you order Radler. So we just mix beer, pretty much 50-50 I would say, with lemonade. So Sprite or whatever lemonade they have.
Wait, lemonade or Sprite?
Isn't that the same? Just, you know.
So in the US, like, lemonade is made with lemons. Like, you squeeze lemons, you mix it with water and sugar, and that's lemonade.
Ah, so not like industrial style.
No.
So Sprite doesn't have real lemons in it, or what?
I don't think, does it? I don't think it does. It's just flavor.
No, yeah, I think we call just industrial stuff also lemonade.
Okay, that's interesting. So in the US, we have something similar to the Radler. They call it a shandy, which is basically beer mixed with lemonade. However, this is literally half beer, half Sprite, I guess. I didn't know that was a thing. So this is only 2.5%, where the shandies in the US are still around 4%.
Yeah.
Ooh, it smells like. Ooh, now that you're saying it, now it does smell like Sprite. Okay, I'm seeing that now.
Yeah.
But again, look at the Look at that, look at the cloudiness. So to me, that looks like a homemade, or like trying to make look like a homemade lemonade. Because Sprite is clear and beer is clear.
I didn't say that this one has Sprite in it, but if you order it in a bar, they might just pour some beer, pour some Sprite, and here you have your Radler.
Let's give this a smell. Ooh, yeah, that smells. Are you going right in for the taste?
Oh, I already had smells. It had such a good smell, I already had smells. But
Yeah, it definitely smells. It smells very lemony. All right, I'll give it a taste now. It's very sweet. I'm not sure I really like this one. I do like Radlers usually, but this was so sweet.
okay, should we compare first?
Yeah, let's compare first. What was the worst beer on your list? We'll start with that one.
The premium Perlenbacher.
Oh, okay. All right.
There's not so much premium about that for me.
Nothing premium about this one. Okay, you heard it here first. What was your second worst beer?
The Finkbräu, or as you call it,
I think Steambrew is a better word than Finkbräu.
probably.
Finkbräu. Okay.
Then the Radler.
Okay.
But I would say it's a particularly bad Radler, but it's a
This
Radler,
is not
so
your
it's
not
just
your style.
too sweet for me. And then we have the wheat beer, or the Weissbier.
Okay, interesting.
This
Yep.
one.
Interesting.
That
All
was
right.
decent. And my number one is the Steambrew
Wheat pale ale. Okay. All right. So that's your final order, first to last. Okay. Well, I will look at mine now that you asked me. I had the Radler all the way down at the end, but then these two were pretty much bottom of the barrel. I did like Perlenbacher slightly more. It was a little bit more premium. And then the Weissbier, and then finally the Steambrew is my favorite as well.
Nice. I totally didn't know about this. Like, do you find any beer?
Okay, so the first one on our list was the Pils Finkbräu, which was this one. What did you give that?
I gave that a 2.
A 2. Solid 2. I also gave that a 2.
Wow, so much
Okay.
agreement.
That's pretty good. What do we think the internet said?
Maybe 1.8 or so.
Okay, the internet's 1.89. Actually, that's pretty close. That's pretty close. Oh, the below a 2 though. Ooh, that is tough. That is tough. But honestly, it's deserved. It was not very good.
No.
Okay, next up was the Pils Premium from Perlenbacher. What did you give that one?
A 1.
Give that a 1
I didn't.
out of 5?
Can we also do 1 point something? Then I would say 1.5.
1.5. That's fine. Yeah, you can go in half steps.
Okay.
I did not clarify, but yes, you can give it in half steps. Okay, I gave that actually a 2.5.
Oh.
I know. Maybe I was being a little bit too generous, but I thought it was better than the Finkbräu. What does the internet think? The internet says 2.47. Look at that. Okay.
Got pretty close.
That's actually, yeah. And this one has 817 ratings and 400 and almost 500 reviews.
Can't believe 500 people go to the internet and write something about Lidl beer. That's amazing.
All right, the next on our list was the Heffe Weissbier. What did you think of that?
Oh, a generous 4.
A 4, wow. You know, I thought it was pretty good too. I don't know if it was a 4. I gave it a 3. I think it was a solid 3. It was not bad. It was,
Yeah.
I think, much better than those. I was so disappointed by those pills that I had to be a little bit more generous with the Weissbier. The Perlenbacher Heffe Weissbier, 2.73. So yeah, in between, right?
But
No,
worse than I
lower.
thought. Yeah, lower than
2.73. Now, this one we both liked, the wheat ale, the Steambrew. We both put that at the top of our list. what kind of score did you give this one? If you gave the last one a 4, this must be good.
4.5.
4.5, wow, okay, that is good. The wheat ale from Steambrew, I give that a 3.5. Because again, I thought that was better than the Wissebier, but I was mostly just let down with the nose and promise of hops, and then the complete lack of follow-up on the hops. But I had to go to a different site for this because that particular beer rating site didn't actually have. They had some other ones from Steambrew, but not the wheat pale ale. So on here, it's also the same rating system, 1 to 5. They gave it a 3.18 with 12,000 ratings.
What the hell?
Can you believe that?
That's insane.
No, I mean, maybe this site's more popular. That's a really good point. So we are in Italy, and there's no Lidl in the US, but...
There is.
There is? I didn't know this. Where's Lidl?
In DC, there's definitely some Lidl.
I stand corrected. There are Lidl in DC. They're not in upstate New York, but not a lot is. Okay, so maybe Lidl, because this makes more sense because this is going to cater to the American audience. I think if Americans saw these, they would see a German umlaut and run the other way. I don't think they would buy them. They'd be scared.
But like, haven't you seen The Dirt, the movie about Motley Crue? They were drinking Löwenbräu all the time. It even has 2 umlauts.
Tonight, let it be low and brown.
The Americans like beers with umlauts.
He is the expert at not only beer, but also rock and roll. All right, we have one more on our list to go over, the Radler.
3.
3, okay, that's pretty solid. I was less generous than maybe I should have been. I only gave it a 1.5.
Ooh, not good.
No. But we'll see what the internet thinks. Oh, the internet thinks it's at 2.16, so definitely better than I was thinking. Oh, it's what's interesting on this site too, it says Radler/Shandy. So they're considering that the same class of beer. I think they're similar. I think they're different though, because a Shandy's not 2.5% in the US. Maybe 3.5. But generally they're still like full strength beers, which is kind of weird. They're just orangey or lemony tasting. So 2.16. Okay, well, that's not too bad. I mean, I think we did a pretty good job. I think we were about on par. Obviously we both like the wheat ale, and so did the internet. And yeah, we both thought the Finkbräu was pretty awful, and the internet agreed with us. I think we'll stop it there. And if you have any questions for us, please make sure to leave them in the comments section below. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next one.
Servus.
Servus.
Okay, what? Now we have to finish all the beers or what?